And welcome back. Now we're going to step up and go into what we call our rattan division. And we'll quickly go over the rules and the fighting requirements for that. As you can see behind me, we have a minimal kit and a heavier rattan kit. In the rattan division, we fight with rattan-based weapons, which is a grass. A lot of people get it confused with bamboo. They get it confused with bamboo a lot, but bamboo is hollow, and the rattan is solid. So, as you can see here, we have a minimal kit. In this division, it's required that you have groin protection, hard over the knees, hard over the elbows, hard over the kidneys, and a 16 gauge, preferably 14 gauge metal helmet of some kind. Where this is a regular helmet, you would have to have a gorget as compared to a helmet with an aventail or camel, that does not require you to have a gorget. And I will show you the difference of that, and it will be right now. And with that, this is an aventail or a camel. As long as you have a drape that comes off of your helmet, you are not required to have a gorget. So if you don't have this helmet, we're back to wearing a gorget. So the difference between, like we had before, in strike with the rattan, we usually fight 3 to 5 counted blows or receiving blows. When I'm fighting, or anybody's fighting, when you land a blow, it is up to your opponent to call that blow. They count out loud, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever the gentleman's agreement is, before you get started. And once you reset, that round is over. In melee situations, we always go with 3. So if you're on a melee field, 3 good hits and you're done for that round. Also in this division, we have your weapon strikes are the only things that score points. Weapon strikes to the body or head scores your points 3 to 5. In this division, we also have punching, kicking, and grappling. Punching, kicking, grappling, and shield bashing or hitting with the shield is called disruptions. They do not count as a scored point, but they are very useful to get your opponent off of you while you can score a point. Once again, we'll go over armor requirements and striking areas of the body. The entire body is targeted at all times, from the feet to the head, front and back. The difference between face thrust, if I am fighting and my opponent has an open face helm, which means it has a guardrail for safety, if I thrust him in the face at any time, that's an instant kill. The difference between that helmet and a historical helmet, if you're fighting with someone who has a historical face mask or a closed helmet, a face thrust only counts as 1 of your 3 or 5 required hits in the round. Also in this division is combat archery. The typical combat arrow that we use is widely known inside the society. Your typical Balder type blunt and an anti-bounce back device on the end of the arrow. This is on the arrow for safety reasons, so the arrow does not bounce back or go inside the helm. The minimum standards on all of our helms are 1-inch opening. The minimum standards for all weapons and bounce back devices is 1 1/4 inches. We have a 1/4 inch leeway on safety wise for that. So, same thing. Any helmet that has an open face, if I shoot a person with an open face helm, that is instant kill, and it does not require 3 strikes. Our combat arrow or combat archery that we use in our division works the same way as a strike from a weapon. It's 3 shots to the body at any time before it's considered a kill.